self-preparation. Hasn't been there for a few games right now. And, I mean, we were lucky to be in the position, quite frankly, we were in the last 10 minutes of the game. It should have been, they have 2 breakaways, maybe 3, and it could have been 3 or 4-0 going into the third period.
To get a start like that in the third period, how angry were you?
I was up there. Mm-hmm.
The decision to bench Dumba after that?
Well, I mean, he just hasn't been playing that well. I mean, he's a good player that maybe I've set the bar pretty high for him, but he hasn't reached that bar. And I just thought that was an inexcusable play, and at some point you have to be accountable for your actions. So.
What did you see from Nino Niederreiter in his return?
I mean, I thought he was rusty until he got the assist in the third period. Then he started to play. Started to do what he can do, skate, get involved, all of those things. So.
Obviously, with Dumba, we know the offensive tools, but even in the second period, I mean, he had 3 or 4 turnovers that almost wound up in your net. How do you get him out of these?
Again, we can teach and show and do this, but I mean, it's like you can lead a horse to water type thing. He's got to do the stuff that he's been in this league 4 years now. I mean, he's just got to do what he does when he's playing good, and I don't know what else is on his mind, but there's a lot of guys in that self-preparation, and he's one of them. It's just got to come to the game better prepared.
I think he had 46 shots that were either missed the net or were blocked. I mean, were they just packing it in and making it extremely difficult for you guys to?
I don't know as much. I'd have to watch that on the video. I mean, in the third period, we had a ton of looks. And we didn't hit the net. And if you can't hit the net, you're not going to score. It's pretty difficult to do. But when we, our whole goal was to hit the net and crash the net, and I think when we do that, we're a pretty good team, and we score a lot of goals when we do that. But when you're trying to be cute and just pick very little corners, or little spots on the ice, it doesn't work for you. And unfortunately, when you're not scoring as an individual and you want to score, you tend to be that cute because you want to be make the perfect shot rather than sit back and say, I'm just going to get 7 shots on net and hopefully one of them is going to go in at some point.
You were saying just this morning that you would like to see the guys play better in front of Stalock. How bad do you feel for him to not get that kind of support again tonight?
Well, I felt pretty bad because he was good again, and I think I mentioned it in between periods in the first and second period, but it's not fair to him.
Power play 0 for 5.
Go back to the last 5 games. I don't think we've got a power play goal. But again, I think on the power play, it may sound difficult and it may not go in, but you need 5 guys thinking as one, and I think right now we've got 5 guys thinking as 5 guys, and so nobody can read what you're supposed to be doing. And we do have there's a plan in place, and we got to get the guys to do the plan.